The previous occupants used this as a closet. It's that tiny. I actually made this room 5 centimeters smaller because I added rock wool on this wall. This wall connects to my daughter's room, so I wanted to make sure that there was enough sound absorption. So right now the audio you're hearing comes from this microphone. This was sent to me by free. This is not sponsored. If you like how it sounds, then you can check on the link in the description. I made a before and after comparison with other microphones. I have a Sony ZV-E1 on the camera, and then I have a Rode NTG4 Plus, and then the DJI Mic 1. This is a test to see how the treatment sounds. Let's just put the treatment. Boom, now we have all the acoustic panels. How does it sound now? This is a test to see how the treatment sounds. Let's just put the treatment. Boom, now we have all the acoustic panels. How does it sound now? This is a test to see how the treatment sounds. Let's just put the treatment. Boom, now we have all the acoustic panels. How does it sound now? I think it sounds way better now. Normally you would put these panels in the middle. I couldn't do that because then I have very little room for my tables on my desk. And my tour desks are standing desks, so that means that you need to be able to raise them. There might be like a lot of bass issues because it's impossible. This is very tiny. But I think for the purpose of recording these videos and being comfortable listening to music, I think it's really good. To check a bit the distances, where to put the panels, I use a free website. It's called floorpanel.com. Hey, just a quick thing, you can use floorplanner.com, but you can also use GIK Panels website where they have a planner. So that would be easier if you are going to purchase their panels. But I just used the other one because it was easier for me. I was already using it for other stuff. So yeah, that's it. Let's go back to the video. My only downside on that website is that you cannot create your own furniture. You have to use furniture that they have available in their database. And sometimes you have to just pick something that is similar to what you have and then tweak it a bit. But the good thing is that it's free. They have some paid features, but I didn't have to use them. And you have this cool 3D view where you can check where things are gonna fall. It's free, so yeah, I think it's good. Some people DIY their panels, and I get that, but I trust GIK. This is not sponsored because their panels are Class A fire rated, something that's not easy achievable with just DIY. The first step is to attach the brackets to the 3 panels that are going to go up on the ceiling. To do that, you need to drill holes in the frame. If you're going to install the cloud brackets into multiple panels, make sure you always use the same distances between the edges of the frame so that they are consistent. I use a laser level. I discovered that the room's lights were not centered, so I used the actual center of the room to attach the acoustic panels. To accurately mark the position of the holes on each side of the panel mount, I used gaffer tape to find the center of the panel and align it with the center of the ceiling spot where I plan to install it. I saw that on an Instagram reel. The most challenging part was holding the panel while sliding it onto the screws. And then tightening the screws in that very small gap, that space between the panel and the ceiling, that was quite difficult. The great thing about my standing desk is that it goes high enough for me to walk underneath. This makes it easy to get to the back of the desk to install the next panel. A good neighbor lent me a drill with a right-angled adapter to tighten those difficult screws on the cloud brackets. And for the walls, I use these easy hook angle hooks because they always stay pointing up, ensuring a secure and stable hold. These panels would work better at mid-height, but the room is too small, so I installed them up high instead. As you can hear, they're still effective, removing the echo in the room. Why not foam? I played around with foam in the past. It dampens the sound, like a little bit on the voice and then in the higher frequencies. It makes the sound a bit better. It's better than before. First of all, a panel like this weighs more than a foam. Rock wool, so that's going to absorb more sound. And also, in this case, they have a small gap between the rock wool and the wall. That small gap of air makes also a difference. There are websites and there are places where you can check graphs about the frequencies they absorb. And if you look at some of the foam versus these panels from GIK, you'll see that these absorb more lower frequencies than the others. Some of these graphs come from the same company that makes them, sometimes have to be careful reading between the lines. You can see that foam takes out most of the high frequencies, but not the low and mid frequencies. And these panels take a lot of the mid frequencies and some of the low frequencies. If you wanted to dampen more low frequencies, you would need bigger panels. I just wanted something in the middle. I already made a video about foam versus acoustic panels in the past, so you can check that out if you want. Acoustics analysis software. My idea was to measure the room and be aware. In case you're not familiar with frequencies, here's just a small demonstration. So this is the low frequency in this song. And this is the mid frequency. And lastly, the high frequencies. So that's what I mean when I talk about low, mid, or high frequencies. The acoustic panels, what they do is reduce sound reflections in the room, but they won't stop the noise from other rooms, the noise from the road. I got this question a lot in another video where people ask me, what about the neighbors above me? And now I have neighbors above me now. Stomping is very difficult. The lower the frequency, the more difficult it is to remove that sound. Even the best studios, if they're like close to a road or something like that, you're gonna hear it. It's about physics in the end. Sound travels differently on higher frequencies than in lower frequencies. In lower frequencies, it's more like a ball that expands everywhere and it just rumbles everything. With the higher frequencies, they're like more directional, and that means that it's very easy to stop them, to absorb them. I hope you understand that acoustic treatment is not the same as soundproofing. I think what acoustic panels do is add more clarity to the sound. Haven't you ever been in a restaurant and then all the sound is so annoying? It's not like people are super loud, it's just that the room is just reflecting all the noises. It makes it really difficult to understand other people. Adding acoustic panels make the sound clear. If you add a lot of acoustic treatment, sometimes it sounds dead. There's no reflection at all, which sounds weird. So as everything in life, there's always a trade-off. The acoustic blankets I was talking about, they're very heavy, and that's why they remove some of the sound, they remove some of the echoes. The only problem was how to put them here. I decided to double down on the Autopoles. With the Autopoles, you also have these accessories that allow you to put like a bar, not like a bar, it's a bar. With the Autopoles, if you put them on a corner, it's really difficult to attach anything to it. I thought, okay, let's put the Autopoles a bit farther from the wall and then put the blanket on the other side. That way the Autopole is not right next to the corner, and then you have some room to attach things. Like right now, I have a big light over me. It would have been really difficult if it was right on the corner. You have to leave some room to attach things, especially if you have like big hooks and stuff like that. What I don't like about the acoustic blankets is that they get dust in the room. On that wall, I removed it to install the air conditioning, and now I feel like it looks better. Also, the Autopoles, they take also some of that space where you put your desk. So if I put the Autopoles on that side of the wall, like it's just like 5 centimeters lost. It doesn't sound like that much, but it adds up. It's all those things that you do in a small room, like everything adds up. The best thing about the Autopoles is that you don't have to drill or anything. The installation is very easy and you can place them anywhere. You can take them out at any point. This is the spotlight and I'm using it on an Autopole. That's the Magnus Pro XL. Topmost feature that I loved about this desk is how you can hide all the cables behind on a tray. There I have the Magnus Pro, and this is the Flexi Spot. This is an L-shaped desk. It can also go up and down. This one actually goes lower, which is very useful for playing instruments. One thing that could be improved, this door goes to the living room. It's very, very thin. I hope this was useful. I hope that something can help you also build your own home studio. I'm looking forward to make music with this setup. I haven't been making music for a long time. That's not good. I have a 9-to-5 work. I need to code every day. I have a daughter. It's really difficult, but I enjoyed this, so I'm gonna do it. So yeah, see you in the next one. So I suppose there's a lot of echo, but let's see how it compares with treatment. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see how does it sound. So I suppose there's a lot of echo, but let's see how it compares with treatment. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see how does it sound. So I suppose there's a lot of echo, but let's see how it compares with treatment. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see how does it sound.